Mogok is really different to the rest of Myanmar. It's really, really different. Most of them here are related to each other and they're all families.
I met some people who make profit of 100,000. You know what they do? They donate 20,000. I'm not talking about the religious thing. I'm talking about their mindset of offering somebody something. That's the mindset of Mogok people.
Mogok was closed to the West, and they've only just recently reopened again. A lot of people have never seen a person from a foreign country. There's a lot of people there that are curious. The way they see life, I think, has captured my heart.
The Mogok is a place where even poor people become millionaire in just one day.
What are you?
I guess I'm a global sourcer for coloured stones. I travel the world to source everything from north of the Arctic Circle to New Zealand, and from New Zealand to the Pacific to Southeast Asia, and from there to Africa. So an incredible amount of territory. It's really hard leaving New York. I have a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old, but at the end of the day, I feel that I'm giving us a better future, and I think that if I was a guy, this would never be questioned. Myanmar is known for their rubies, sapphires, spinels, and jade. The last trip was a little bit of a difficult trip for me. It was a bit of a desert. I couldn't find anything substantial. I bought a lot of things, but this trip has been really good. I've seen a lot of amazing, amazing stones.
Does the owner have any more?
100.
You want to do 40? My last price is like 60. I need red. This is like too purple.
680 is already off.
Holy shit.
How much? 50? This how much next?
Without Govind in the picture, I think I would have stuck to markets and I would have just done markets and that was it, pretty much. But, you know, we were able to go to places where I wouldn't have normally been able to go.
I am like a, what do you call, middleman. I have to translate not only the word, plus the emotion.
I fit into, I guess, what they call the middle market. I'm not fine goods. I'm not cheap, sort of lower end goods. I'm sort of in between contemporary, custom, unusual, odd, rare.
Govind, can you just explain that one of the reasons why I can't get a lot is the pricing point?
Every single transaction is like starting over again. So you might have, for example, said that something was $20 a carat and you've agreed on a price, and then they'll pull up another bag and you'll have to start bargaining again.
I'm looking for sapphire cabochon, sapphire faceted, and spinel over 3 carats. How much is this? Too small. I need big stones. That's too expensive. Way too expensive. Don't open for such big prices. I won't even look at it. No moonstones, just spinel, sapphires, and rubies only. How much is this? Did we find out the price for this? Take it back. The prices here are crazy. I'll do 500 US.
I feel that being a woman is a positive draw card in my case.
So I got 100, okay? $87.75, $88. Okay? 90, okay? Okay.
I think that people view me as being less of a threat. I have an Australian accent, I clearly look Chinese, and I live in the US, so people are intrigued by that.
I've seen this already. If I rejected it the first time, don't show me again a second time. I don't want to waste your time on my time. No, I just said that. If I say no the first time, don't show me again a second time. I already saw this yesterday. No small stones, none of this, none of that. No, I need better quality. A lot of inclusions, but interesting stone. Is this your stone? 200. Yeah, thank you.
My first focus when buying is color. If a gemstone does not look like a sweet, I stay away from it. You know, it's got to look edible.
Excuse me, we say we want 550.
Is this from Mogok?
Mogok natural, yes. Mogok natural, yeah.
Do a better price. If you did $200 a carat, 400, I'll take it.
Okay.
Secondly, I look for the cutting. Cutting is extremely important in coloured stones. I think that, you know, if you have great cutting or great facet junctions, or if you have a stone that looks attractive, it would sell better. I also look at inclusions, and unlike a lot of people, I don't mind inclusions. I actually quite like them. It's a signifier for me that they are natural stones.
$500.
For the lot, Yvonne?
No, I want to select.
Jima. It's very dangerous to travel from east to west when it is dark. So we should leave soon.
Like, what is the best price that she can do for the rough?
7 point something per carat. It is just asking price.
Yeah, that's just, I mean, we're too far. I'm just not getting anything from these. Like, I don't know. It's like the people that we were buying from have suddenly decided that the prices are going to be really high. What, $10 a carat for a friggin'...
Because I'm the owner, so I have to name this Venus Ruby specimen from the world famous Mogok.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
It's probably worth immense. It's probably worth millions now that you've named it.
It goes into my little collection.
If Spinel ever comes like this, I want it. But I want mine bigger. This is too small.
Too small for
I have to recut half the stones in Mogok because the cutting is so bad, which is why I've always looked for rough. But if I can buy stones like this and I don't have to recut, I'm happy. This is the quintessential Burmese sapphire. If that was clean, I'd buy it.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
It's from Chokpyatta, the best sapphire mine in Mogok.
This is a really amazing looking, like, wow. Is there room to move on this? Because I may have a buyer for this.
Datu tayong ma tha de de. Ha bo zhe nyi lo ya thi la.
Really like it. I mean, there are surface reaching fractures, but in a significant stone like this, it's unheated and the color is amazing. Heat treatment is used to improve the color and clarity of a stone. I mean, can you make something significant with that? Say it's a 3-carat ruby, it's clean, it's blood red, versus a low heated ruby looking exactly the same, there would be a difference between about 50%. Substantial. I'm interested. Is there any room to negotiate this price? For me, on a personal level, I support small-scale miners, I support the little people, and I am very big on ensuring that the money goes back to them. Small-scale miners are, I think, for me, akin to farmers growing crops, trying to make a living, trying to live off the land.
ပထမတော့ကိုကအရင်တော့ရောင်းဝယ်မလုပ်ဘူးတွင်းဆင်းတာပေါ့တွင်းလုပ်တယ်အခက်ခဲကတော့တွင်းသားတယောက်ရဲ့အခက်ခဲကတော့အများကြီးပေါ့ဒီမှာလည်းအသက်ကိုလူပြီးတော့လုပ်ခဲ့ရတယ်အသက်ကိုလုပ်ခဲ့ရတယ်ပြီးတော့ကျတော့မြေအောက်ထဲမှာတွင်းတူးတယ်တွင်းတူးပြီးတော့မှဒီမြေလှိုင်ကူပေါ့လှိုင်ကောင်းပုံစံမျိုးတူးပြီးမှအသားတွေထည့်ပြီးမှအဲ့လိုမျိုးဆင်းသွားတယ်တွင်းမှာကျတော့အမျိုးရှိပေါ့အင်းပြဲရှိတယ်လေးပင်ရှိတယ်ဂဲတွင်းရှိတယ်လက်ကြားရှိတယ်လူရှိတယ်မျိုးစုံတွင်းတော့ပုံစံကြီးမတူ
တော်လည်းကြဆိုခဲနှစ်ခုကြားမှာလိုက်သွားရှိတယ်တချို့ကြခဲခွဲတော့သွားတာရှိတယ်မြေကြီးကိုဖောက်ပြီးဆင်းတာရှိတယ်အမျိုးစုံပေါ့ပြောကြတော့အဲ့လိုမျိုးသူနေရာပေါ်မူတည်တာပေါ့သူရဲ့လုပ်ငန်းနေရာပေါ်မူတည်တယ်
Mining worldwide can be hazardous, whether you're mining for coal, for oil, mining for sapphires. Even in Australia, when you're mining for opals, it can be incredibly dangerous. I'm fully aware of that, but there are ways to improve safety, and that can only be done through education. And the only way that education can be in place is if we patronize the miners. Rubies and sapphires are notorious for treatments, and they really need to be checked.
When you buy a stone, you don't know, you're just seeing the beauty and the carat weight. Yeah, you don't know if it's treated or natural. So we have to certify that so that we are on the safe side of buying.
Bangkok is a stopover for me. It's also a place where I like to check my stones with GRS. They're well known as an authority of coloured stones. I met up with Dr. Peretti and we just had an informal conversation about Burma because he had just come back from Kachin. I came back from Mogok. He said to me, look, you know, if there's something that I'm really passionate about, it would be the amber mining areas and what was happening.
So this is the border of the Kachin state to the Asagain, to the Burmese side. In this valley are the amber mines. This is the most important finding of amber in the world. It's 100 million years old, and you find all the creatures like lizards, dinosaurs, insects, flowers. However, the problem is it's in a conflict zone, you know. When the amber became very popular, their prices went up, and then it started to fuel a conflict.
And it escalated to the point where a lot of refugees were created in these mining areas. And we had suddenly, the amber was a conflict material from one day to the next, you know. We scientists were caught in the middle.
You see the lizards, right? In the amber, you see that? Just the legs, right? And the tail, you see? So it's this is such a high value for science. But the science cannot just do science and then just walk away.
So when that happened, the scientists started immediately a charity in this area. We have to go and help the vulnerable people that were hurt, and we are not profiting in making science out of it without looking back.
I was shocked. This meeting was supposed to be about gemstones, and suddenly it became something completely different.
You have to stand up in your life.
Yeah. I realized that I was in the right place at the right time to make sure that we are not just taking, that we're also giving back. My intention was to help Dr. Peretti with his Amber project. It was never to bring it to Jaipur. India has better cutting facilities than Burma. I am able to experiment with a whole heap of different cuts and be able to get things manufactured. India is also the mecca of coloured stones. Indians are very much global sources. You'll find them in Africa, you'll find them in Australia. They are everywhere, and therefore there's a lot of rough in India. If you go to Burma, you're getting Burmese stones and you'll get Chinese stones. In India, you still get that, but on a huge marketplace.
My request,
What's the exchange rate again? 69.
69.
That's the problem. I asked you just now, before I started this, to not waste my time and just come to a price.
Salam is very calm and he's very professional. He's not just a dealer as far as I'm concerned. He's not just a manufacturer, he's a friend.
This good ring.
India tends to be, I feel, a little bit more direct.
Let's talk about this one. Can we do the same price?
Very dark color.
There's a lot of inclusions.
Yeah.
Tell me the bottom price then.
Already bottom price. Really?
No, ऐसा ऐसा मत करो ये तुम्हारा हाथ तो छोड़ मेरी बात सुनो जो तुम्हारा जो दे दिया मैं बेच दिया हाथ तो तुम्हारा ड्राइव मत करो खाली हाथ तो बाकी नहीं दबा मुझे ड्राइव यार मुझे मत दो तो ईमान से हमने अपनी मानी है हेलो मैडम you look it's normal, very normal. It's without fighting you cannot buy anything in Jaipur. This is we call a special name sant. We make a sant like this. Shake hand.
Do you have any Tanzanite? Show me Tanzanite.
Tanzanite we don't have right now, but my house we have.
I'm asking for top grade, AAA.
See,
I have to be honest with you, right?
I'm honest with you. You are asking for 200 rupees. I'm saying 250.
I would give you 225 if I can select like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you gave me 150 for selection. But because I have to buy the whole thing, I need to have that buffer of 10% just in case. I usually buy stones for gold, but you can have stones with different textures on silver that you can't use with gold. I think silver needs vibrant stones. I think like clear stones get lost in silver. These are wax. We're basically looking at some molds that we can use to cast. We're just trying to get something that fits or closely fits.
I don't know, I think that being an Australian, our jewellery is very much less flamboyant than the rest of the world.
Okay, 1 times size 11.
We like simple, unstated elegance. We were in the car and there were little kids coming up to the door and knocking, tap, 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 tap. And usually that kind of thing just flies over my head and I'm like, okay, this is the way of life. But I was still thinking about my conversation in Bangkok. It hit me then. I don't even have to go to Kachin State. I could do it now. I don't have to wait a few weeks to raise money. I can just do it now. I'm here now, so this is my opportunity.
Oh my God. Wow!
Wow. Just half inside. Oh.
I reached out to everybody I could on social media. In all honesty, I wasn't expecting much. I was expecting a few more $100. However, the response was incredibly overwhelming. We had people from all around the world donating from as little as $1 to as much as $500. I was really happy that we could do some things just for the moment, but I felt that we couldn't do enough. Like I just felt that I couldn't do enough. When I first got into this, it was purely transactional. But you realize it's about people and it's about that relationship with the person. It's not just about buying and selling, it's about trying to ensure that the people that I'm buying and selling from are looked after. I want to make a difference in the way the West trades with the East. If that creates some sort of ripple effect, I'm all for it. I am really missing my family, and it'd be really good to get back home. It's been a long, I don't know, it's been a long trip. It's sort of weird knowing that I'm going back to the US and back to New York, where it's the same old grind again. It's just really strange.
Until the next trip.
Until the next trip, yeah.